Hello, it's Media Center Ukraine Odessa. We are continuing our briefing day, and our next guest is Serbian lawyer Čedomír Stojković, who is also head of Octobar civic group. We had his briefing a few weeks before, and we invited him again to ask, first of all, hello Čedomír, how do you hear me? Are you with us?
I hear you very well, thank you. I see you well and I hear you well.
Great. First question, are there any updates on your case against private military company Wagner activities in Serbia?
No, there is no new things about that case, but the new things is that we have a protest now here against that prosecutor who forbid investigation about Wagner Group here. And that protest is not, unfortunately, it is not related about that case, but it is related about his behavior in that prosecutor office, because he stopped stopped investigation about other cases in that prosecutor office. And when you see which cases he is stopped now from investigation, it's also cases which are connected with Russians, and especially with Russian energetic sector.
Thanks. There was an announcement about President of Serbia who forbid private military company Wagner to do any activities in Serbia. What do you think about this news? Is this a good forbid? Is it a reliable and working ban for Wagner to stop working in Serbia?
I think it is a deal between President Vučić and center of power in Moscow. I don't see that statement honestly, as honest, because they are not honest. It's not an honest statement, because he also states that, I quote, every member of Wagner Group will be arrested in Serbia when they get back in Serbia. So by that, you know, it is the false statement, because there is a member of Wagner Group in Serbia now. But most important, there is people who organized departure of people from Serbia to Russia to be in the front. Because you don't go in the military like, oh, I want to go. Look at me, I'm here and I want to go. No, before you go, somebody needs to conduct some kind of examination to see are you healthy, to see what kind of state of mind you have. Are you kind of lunatic? Are you healthy in psychologically level, in psychiatric, and then to make some security check about you, because you cannot, just pick up one guy from foreign country and say, hi, come in my military service. Those things doesn't go in that way. So there is a people here in Serbia who conduct that kind of operation, who conduct that kind of examination, and I didn't see that anyone is arrested. I didn't see any kind of investigation on that case from the state, and because of that, I'm firm to believe that that statement of our president, is actually false, and it's, just to make West calm.
So you think, you suppose that if this statement was true and his intentions were real, what can be done in that case? Who should be? What activities should be stopped, and whose activities should be stopped? Are there any precise people, precise specific organizations which are known for support and choosing people from choosing citizens of Serbia to enlist to Wagner company?
thing is perfectly enough. Just conduct investigation. You know, investigation is something that is conducted by the state. State have resources, state have police, state have inspectors, state has many things how can conduct investigation. So just conduct investigation, and you will see by the investigation results, because in any kind of investigation of that kind, many people are will be in that investigation, and the facts, and nobody could hide facts. So, but it is quite opposite. Actually, that president started to defend the prosecutor who forbid investigation about Wagner. So, if you want really to, you know, I don't want to put here the names. I know names. I know names of the doctors. I know names of the people who do that. But you know, I'm civil. I'm not state. I cannot put that name in the ether, in the media, and just say, oh, those people are doing that. State needs to do that. State needs to conduct the investigation, and by the result of investigation, to put the names in the public and to put people in jail. I don't see that happen.
How do you think, is there anything which can be done by Ukrainian diaspora in Serbia, Ukrainian activists, Ukrainian government at last, to push the investigation you mentioned, to push government and authorities of your country to conduct it and to follow the logic?
Just need to repeat what I actually said. I think that will be enough, because you know, the focus of the West is not on Serbia, of course. The focus of the West is on Ukraine. So I think the West behave now very bad because when it came to Serbia, because West wants to Serbia change behavior. So West now just what is a hope put as a fact. The hope that West have is not a fact. They hoping that Serbia will change behavior, but Serbia does not change behavior. So you cannot put that hope as a fact. So I think Ukrainians just need to repeat, conduct investigation in Serbia, press the authorities to conduct investigation in Serbia. By my criminal report, I asked from a general prosecutor to get information from our secret service, from our intelligence service, every information about Wagner Group. Because if I ask that information from our intelligence service, they will not provide me, of course. But if prosecutor office asks that information from the intelligence service, they must provide those information. And they have that information. So just provide those information to our justice system and see what happens.
I can clearly understand what you are talking about when you are saying about Western efforts Western pushes for Serbia to change. But I want to ask you, do you see any support of this, of your battle with Wagner in Serbia amongst your parliament, amongst Serbia parliament? Is there political will to conduct the investigation? Is there political will to really ban the activities of private military company Wagner in Serbia?
Unfortunately, no. But when I give you that answer, you must know this. I firmly state for months that Serbia is under hybrid occupation from Russia. You see what's happening now in Georgia. But now the Georgia have big protests because the awareness in the world is very high. That awareness wasn't high in 2008 when Russia started to conduct a hybrid operation in Serbia in order to have hybrid occupation like it is now. So our parliament is from 250 people as MPs in our parliament, at least 200 of them are very, very strong, Russophile or Putinophile. But that is not a state in the country. In the state, among the people, is a different proportion. So listen this. We have the board on the parliament who is charged for control of intelligence service of Serbia. It have 9 members. 8 of them are pro-Putin people. So those things are not happening by accident. You don't have 90% of Putinophiles in that important board of the parliament by accident. You have that by strategic corruption, but by hybrid influence of Russia, and they put their people on the strategic place of Serbia. So when you ask me what is behavior of our parliament, it is very, very bad behavior of our parliament. I ask those parliament to impose sanction on Russia. They didn't react. One guy from parliament put the proposal of resolution of parliament to conduct sanction against Russia. Nobody reacted. So our parliament is very, very bad, but it's not. But our parliament is not representative of the people, unfortunately. So the political will is missing because we have political occupation, and many parties are financed by Russia Federation and by regime of Vladimir Putin via oil industry of Serbia, which is under control of Gazprom.
Čedomír, I want to ask you about the case which happened a few days ago, well, about a few weeks ago, I'm sorry, when football fans from Serbia weren't let to Moldova, because Moldova Securities Agency thought that under the football fans' hood, there could be also diversion operational specialists arriving to Moldova to make a coup against pro-European, pro-Western government in Moldova. What do you think about that, and what do you think about possible ties between football fans of Serbia, football clubs, and private military Wagner or other pro-Russian proxy organizations?
Thank you for that question. It is a very good question, and for many months and years I stayed here that the first place when Vladimir Putin invests his money in Serbia is football fans, because in Serbia the football fans are made by far-right extremistic organization. So there is identity between football fans groups and extremistic right-handed organization in Serbia. There is equality between them. It is the same people, it is the same persons. And those extremistic organizations are financed for years, from 2008, very, very firmly, and officially, actually, from the Gazprom, because Gazprom is owner of oil industry of Serbia. Major football clubs and major sport clubs in Serbia are financed by Gazprom Neft, I mean oil industry of Serbia. So there is a flow of money there, and in that flow of money you will see how they establish that fund groups, and I firmly state those farm groups are under control, under intelligence control of Russia Federation. Some of them are under direct command, some of their leaders. But their leaders conduct, brainwashing operations. So many of them actually believes that they should go in Moldova and try to do some operations there. So when you see those football fans from Serbia in Moldova, I can guarantee you that those people are direct organized by Russian intelligence from Serbia.
Okay, thank you very much, Čedomír. We will wait for any update on your case on your case and on your efforts in fighting private military company Wagner in Serbia. If you have any information on that, we are ready to be in touch and to give you the floor to speak aloud about the facts that you will be able to disclose, about any news you will be able to disclose. And thank you for your time. I hope to see you again.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye.
Bye. Thank you for your attention. We are going to have next briefing in half an hour, and the next briefing in half an hour will be about Georgian protests, its causes, its consequences. Stay with us. It's going to be interesting.